right, here we go. Oh, I hope I didn't scare you. That's not my goal or intention here. How's it going, everybody? How you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Thank you for hitting that click button, checking out the video in the series. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. You must be an intelligent person. You must be, because you clicked the button. You want to learn something awesome. I know, this is fun for me. I like doing this stuff. So I realize where the time goes. It's because I talk too much. I think I waste a bit of time just talking in the beginning. But I like to give quick shout outs to my subscribers. You guys, the viewers that click the like button. Those that hit the like button. Lots of likes going on. You're all legends, every single one of you. Thank you for the support. You beautiful people. Don't let anybody else tell you anything different, because Johnny here on WhiskeyTango says you are. Let's go. All right, let's get into this. What are we doing? We're continuing creating this application. Oh, we got to go to the right one here. There we go. There it is. Have I done a build lately? I don't know. Let's do it. I guess I could have looked down here. Running. Let's go. Yes. Yes. Isn't she a beauty? Well, it's just the beginnings of it, you know? Just the beginnings. I don't really have, a design or anything for this WPF application. We're just putting it together and just throwing things here and there. Yeah, something I remembered from yesterday when we were creating our background image. That's what it was. I was being silly. I could have added a using system here, and then I wouldn't have needed this. I was being kind of silly. There we go. Build should all work the same. This is the code behind, makes the magic happen, and we're golden. Golden like Freddy. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know. Fogginess yesterday. Today not so foggy. Okay, we were last stream working on creating a custom toggle button style. Now hopefully it works out. I haven't used toggle buttons much. I've used, regular buttons, radio buttons, combo boxes, nothing too crazy, labels, text blocks, group boxes. Now to get into this, okay, so if you're interested in learning how to create applications and you're new to it, something I do recommend, and I don't want to set you back or anything, but I think to get some really decent experience from creating applications, just try out WinForms. Now maybe I'll do, it's possible, depending on views and likes and interest, I guess. Excuse me. I'll create some WinForms. WinForms is fun. I still love WinForms and working with that. It's I don't want to call it old school, but it's what was utilized to create, dialog boxes and such, whatever, with the older Windows applications, right? It's very user-friendly. You can drag and drop. This is WPF. We're working with Windows Presentation Foundation, I believe it's called. And this is .NET 4.8.1 that I'm utilizing right now. I'm going to do some .NET 8.0 stuff. It's all the same to me. We're doing this for funsies, so not too worried about the framework so much. But when you go to WinForms, you could use this tool box here, and you can literally drag and drop. So we'll go to a design, and we got to go to the right design, and you can literally drag and drop stuff. Okay, but it's highly recommended when you're working with WPF and XAML code. No, 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 no. Do not. No, no, no. No drag and drops. Okay. I just recommend you, like anybody else is going to say the same thing. When you're working with WPF, just get used to grinding XAML code, okay? And when you drag and drop, your XAML code just gets really messed up. And if it's like all over the place and the program will do stuff on its own, and then you'll kind of just get lost in your own code. But in this way, when you're actually learning to type the code, you're more organized, and it's more organized in your brain, and you know kind of what is what, right? So stay away from the tool as much as you want to use it and as much as it's there. It's not recommended, but you can click, you know, the button here and your properties will come up. You can do that. You can use this. It's fine to change stuff here and there. The software will update any information and it'll input it in here for you. So you can do that, but for the most part, you know, to avoid doing this and using your properties, we're just creating our own custom window resources. Okay, nothing too special here. We got something for a border canvas, combo box. I mean, I could create a custom combo box and then put it in a resource dictionary. Eventually, that's kind of, you know, you work in here, create your styles, and then just eventually create your own custom style, right, within your resource library. Essentially, that's what this is, okay? And then right here is the link, okay, between the window and your library, okay? So once you've created the style that you like, you know, I don't recommend messing around with it too much. I mean, you can change some information, I guess, but I wouldn't go too crazy because you might come across some issues. Okay, so we got a toggle button done. So today, this stream, we're gonna add, I think we should add some buttons, okay? And I might have to actually increase my width here. And I was also thinking of kind of getting rid of these lines here as well. Okay, so let's just get to this. Okay, where are we? Get organized. Okay, so row 0, row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5. I could add in some more rows, fill up this space here a little bit. It's almost at the bottom. We're almost filling it up. We're close. We're not going to worry about it too much. We're still working through this, and there's lots to do. Lots you can do. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that 0? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 columns. Starting counting, including 0. Okay? So when you're working with creating an application, your first row is 0. Okay? And your first column is 0. Okay? You got to count from 0. All right? Back to our XAML code. So what do we have here? Okay, we have a main. Okay, this is all just some window resources for some borders and such, so I don't want to go over that too much, but that's all that is. The program here, down here, will utilize whatever. If we add a checkbox, it'll use this information. Just some general properties. You know, you can customize to whatever size and dimensions and whatever font you maybe want. You can still access the color styles, you know, in your main window here, right? As you can see here that I'm doing. I could change this a little bit, but I'm not too worried about it. We're just going little bit by little bit here. All right, so this is the main This is our main XAML code for our design, okay? It's all right here. This is where it begins. We have a background, which we don't really need. It's transparent, but whatever. Just throw it in there because you can do that, right? And we have a main stack panel, okay? Opening, and down here's the closing. Okay, that's why it's way down here, so I don't, mess with it. And then, so we have row 0. This is grid row 0. We have our fill border brush, and then we added some file edit view buttons. I explicitly declared its width and gave it a content. Explicitly changed the value of the margin. This would be the left side, being margin of 2 for each button. Grid row 1 has, well, just a label or a text block, if you will. Okay, thank you for watching my pain. And I'm using a resource key, so text block style. So if I go here and I open this, I'm utilizing my key right here. Keys text, what is going on there? X key is X type text box. That's interesting. Oh, hold up. Am I even thinking of the same thing here? No. Text block, I don't know. Block, box, block, box. I gotta stop confusing myself between those two. But eventually I catch myself. Back to here. Yeah, I opened the wrong one, is what I did. Close, open, there we go. Okay, so I have a few styles here. All it really is for the most part, they have similar properties, but I've changed the font. Maybe the size of the font. I could change it to bold or semi-bold. I have a larger font as well with a different font family. So I have some choices. Okay, and I didn't really add too much more than that. Just kept it basic. Okay, and that's that there. So that's right here. And then we have, now did I not delete this? I talked about it last stream, but I didn't delete it. Okay, so I got kind of carried away. I'm still in grid row 0. I didn't catch myself not paying attention, just copying and pasting, which is not recommended. You're better off just typing your code. I don't need this. Okay, I don't even think I need grid, to be honest. So we're gonna go like this. I don't need to we'll just see what happens here. Okay, I'm highlighting it and pressing Shift Tab to bring it back left. It's a little trick. Highlight, press Tab, or hold Shift Tab to bring it back. Okay, little quick kind of editing tricks. Okay, so if I build, hopefully we're still golden like Freddy. Let's have a look. All right, good. All right, let's run it. We're fine. Okay, everything's good. All right, I don't know why I clicked that. I clicked these by accident. Turn off rendering of effects. I don't know. You have other things you could have a snap grid too if you need. You could use it, I guess, if you wanted everything to kind of be uniform, right? But you could change those values right here, right? When you define your row definitions and column definitions. Sometimes I'll click this by accident because I'm just kind of bouncing between these two. A lot of people utilize the vertical split. So they'll have the design on the left side. I mean, each to their own sort of thing. I can't work like this, so that's why I go between both. And I just like to be able to see more information visually, but you do you. There's that option. And then you could fill all, or you could just resize it, you know, to whatever you want. Fit all. It's all there for you. Okay. So we're gonna add some, let's add some buttons. I want to put some buttons here. I wonder if this is up high enough. Because we're rotating it, we have a transform going on with that. Let's see, where is that code? We have a text block render transform, right? Rotated it. It's kind of got an orientation and vertical and such going on. But when you rotate text, it kind of messes with your brain a little bit. Which way's left, which way's up, which way's top, right? Kind of throws you off a little bit. So I got it where I'm kind of happy, and hopefully we should be okay. Our button should fit in between still. Okay, so this is row 3. Row 3 has a few things going on, right? We've defined row definitions, column definitions. So if you look, you can see, I'm going to go like this, you know, column here, column here, column here, here, here. So we should have another one right here as well. So 1, 2, this is 3, 4, 5. I don't know how many I got here. 0, 1, 2, 3. Oh, am I looking at the right one? Yeah. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You stop. 1, 2, 3, 6, 8. Take away 1 is 7. N minus 1 if you're working with arrays. Okay. Let's see. So then we added a rectangle. It's a vertical fill, really. Okay, that's that. And then we got our client window. I called it the client window. I have some space here, right? I could actually take up more of this volume here. And the other vertical, I call it an accent line, whatever. I just threw it in there for funsies. And then we have the text in this row here. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, should be 6. That should be column 6, where we're going to add buttons. Okay, so I'm going to go like this. Pay attention. We're doing everything in layers here. We're designing it. I kind of showed you guys what not to do, essentially, like laying out your design fully with grids and rows, or columns and rows. Just makes it more challenging. You kind of got to design it in layers. You work one layer, then you work the next layer, another layer, another layer, another layer, right? And you have more, you pretty much have more control, much more control of your design. Okay, all right. So let's just go like this. I'm gonna copy this. Okay, whoa, relax. And we're gonna go 6, and we're getting rid of this because we don't need that. What else did I need to correct? Just some editing that I don't think there was anything else there. I feel like there was one more thing I had to do, but I had to fix that. And I had to remove the extra definitions. Like, it was redundant. I had extra row definitions going on that I didn't need, did not require. So that should be fixed now. We got a lot more we could do with this. We could add more buttons, just like you can see up here with Visual Studio. And then, you know, I do have this text block here. Yes, I just threw it in there. And I do actually have like this right here. So if I wanted to, I could actually add a flyout button that's rotated. If I wanted to, I could add more buttons here with icons. And yeah, there's so much you could do. This stuff all takes time. And if I talk too much, I get more work done when I guess I'm not chatting, but it's okay. All right, we're adding a button. So let's go button. Okay, and we're gonna self-close it. And okay, so it knows to go in that there. Here's our button, but it's centered, right? Based on our properties, right? So if we go to our button properties, okay, so I have a horizontal alignment of center and a vertical alignment of center, okay? So that's why it's doing that. So let's change our vertical alignment. Let's go to the right spot here. Okay, for our button, we should give it a name as well. Let me look for something here. I am looking for, bear with me, I'm always looking for something, I know. Let's see this. What is that? Interesting. Okay, that's the wrong code. Do I have this one open already? I don't know. Okay, here we go. All right. So vertical alignment, go back to our button. Okay. Let's give it a vertical alignment of bottom. Okay, that should bring us down here, and that's where I want it. Okay, there we go. Okay, could use a better margin, but that's okay. So there, that's that. Gonna go with this basic size. Let's give it a content. Okay, equals. And then we're going to call it exit. So we're going to create an exit button. Okay, there we go. Now the font is not in the right spot. Why? That's interesting. Oh, going the wrong spot. Right here. Just want to have a look. Right here it's fine. Okay. Oh, I know what. Okay, hold up. I think I know. Yeah, I do know. So what we need is my other buttons. I actually didn't define it here either. So looking at my button styles, do I have an X? No, I don't. Okay, so it should automatically use this because I don't have an X key, right? So why are you doing that to me here? Why are you not centered? Let's just build it. Let's have a look, see what it looks like when we actually run it. Okay, it does look low a little bit. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, well maybe okay. Let's try this. Horizontal content alignment center. Let's see what that does. It's not doing that either. Okay, if I pay too much attention to that, a little bit OCD about things, I don't know why it's doing that. Let's go like this and see what it looks like. And it didn't move either, so let's build it. Yeah, refreshing the GUI is what's happening there. I'm not sure, honestly, but I'm gonna go put it on ignore. If you know, this is just for fun, nothing too serious, and help you guys learn and build an application. Okay, so we got our content. We define which column it's in, and we gave it a vertical alignment. Okay, so I'm gonna need another one. Okay, and this one's gonna be the bottom. We're gonna just call this one, I don't know, click me. Why not? Okay, so it should be one above the other. Should be. Where'd you go? Where are you? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? Let's go like this. Okay, there it is there. Okay. Oh, I know what it was doing. I need to stack it. That's what it is. We need to stack it. So let's stack. Actually, stop there, stop there. That's what I need to do. Okay, this is how stack works. So we're gonna put a stack panel because I know exactly what it was doing. There we go. It was kind of behind it. Okay, it was there, it was just behind it. So now let's have a look. Now they're both at the top. So bottom, stack panel. Let's see, or vertical alignments, bottom. Okay, let's get rid of this. Okay, go away, and there we go. And they're stacked. Perfect. That's how it's done. Pretty easy once you figure it out, right? Things that you could do. Little adjustments. Okay, so there we go. And I mean, I could use a little bit more of a margin there. So if I wanted to, I could, I'm always constantly having to look for okay, so we could put a margin on this. Margin of 10, 5, 10, and then the bottom, let's just make it 20. Now it should move that other one up. There we go. It's a little bit much. Let's go 15. Okay. Now I use the same margins, 10, 5, 10, but at the bottom here I wanted a little bit more. Okay, go here. We can make it 10 and see what it looks like. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's leave it at that. Good enough. Now let's create a click handler. Okay. So that's easy. So we'll just type click. And then new event handler, just hit tab. Okay. I gave it a name, content. I don't know why I didn't use that, but let's see. Like this. Like that. Button click one. Call it button click. Surprised it didn't use my content to create it. Hold up. I'm gonna undo this. Whoops. Don't mess with that. Leave it alone. It was at 10. Okay. Content. X name. That's what it uses. I forgot that. Okay. I forgot that. You got to use your X name. No. Caps lock. Off. X name equals, don't do that. That's why you need space on this stuff here. X name equals, there we go. We're gonna go BTN click. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, click me. There. It creates the click handler name based on your X name, and that's what you want. Okay, and this is going to be exit. Okay, there we go. We'll just give it a quick build, and then we'll create our click handler. Click. There, that's what we want. Perfect, that's exactly what I want. Click. And there. Perfect. So now the next thing you do, now that you created your buttons, and they're in wherever you want, we're using our style. So this is pretty much just design. Once you get your style set up, then it's just all design time, right? So what you want to do here is you want to right click the click event, okay, and then go to definition. Okay, there we go. Oh, it created those other ones automatically, but we'll just delete them. Okay. Hopefully we have no arguments and we're good. Okay, so for the click me, I'm just gonna add in, and then I guess I could type it. That's not what I'm looking for. Right here. That's not it either. Right here. Okay. So just for the click me, we're going to do a message box. Okay. Message box dot show function. It's a method. Okay, and then I don't know. I'm a click me. I don't know. I didn't know what else to say. So there we go. We're gonna do that. I'm a click me button. Okay, and then comma. We could add in. You can see there's things you can actually add in, right? So I'm just gonna copy this because I'm kind of a lazy typer. There. Another comma. And then we're gonna go message box button. Okay. And then comma message box image dot, we have a few here, right? So I don't know, I could use, it's like information sort of, but let's go information and then just tab it. Okay, there we go. And then lastly, right here, this is our exit. Application dot current dot shut down. There we go. That's it. This is our code behind, guys. Okay. It's where you do all your C#. So if you see CS, just think C#. Okay. Even though it doesn't stand for C#, but we're just gonna roll with it. Okay. Zoom. Build. And then let's run it. Let's go. Let's go. Turn out the big yays. I could probably right margin in the buttons a little bit. I don't know. Little things you could do, just adjusting, little adjustments, right? Oh, let's test our buttons. Hello. There we go. Little pop-up, develop, blah, blah, blah. And I'm a click me button. And that's the exclamation symbol. Okay, I didn't really need an OK, because you automatically get an OK, but there we go. And our exit button works just fine. Nice, huh? All right, what else can we do? So what I was saying was, I didn't need to add this, because you automatically get an OK click event, I guess, or add this. So, but you can add it, it's not gonna hurt it. the other thing I wanted to do was, let's, I don't know, let's add a text box and a text block and make some other magic happen. Widen this. Put it here, but I need to widen this. So the width of my text block is, with the size 14 font, is 140. Okay, so I need at least 140 width in there for this column, 97 and 97. So we're going to adjust those to, yeah, 140, I guess I could have it, or give it a little bit of margin space. Maybe 152 we should go. Gives it a lot of extra space. Just looking for my conversions here. Come on, where are you? Bear with me, guys. There we go. 128, and then the next one's 152. So I don't know, I'll just go 152. Should be all right. We're gonna adjust the width of our columns. Okay, it should be automatically adjusted. So I got more room in here, and we haven't taken up too much space. This is our picture window, so we're okay still. So there's that. So now what I want to do is add, we're going to do it here. It could be up top, that's fine. I think I should stack panel it, right? Vertically. And I'll put it in column 01 under row 3. Column 01 under row 3. So column 01. So we could go like right here. Like this, and then I'm going to delete this, and we want column 1. Okay, we are in grid row 3. I defined it up here, so we have the grid. I have to do that, but then I have to stack it because I want to be able to stack a text box. Okay, we're going to give it a name because it needs that. We kind of need that, and I don't know, let's name it the hardest, they say the hardest part of coding is coming up with variable names. They're not lying. They are not kidding about that. That is so true. Okay, let's just call it test binding. How about that? I don't want to confuse you guys with the word binding, but we're going to kind of do that. So we're going to bind, and I think we have, so what properties do we, I'm going to close this for a sec so that the program isn't arguing. And the properties for our text box, what do we have for properties? Text box. And we created one, didn't we? Oh, we did too. We have a horizontal alignment of left. Okay, I mean, I guess that's okay. And a vertical of center. So we'll see how it looks. We're in 3. We're right here. Okay. We'll leave the alignments alone. Orientation. I could go like this. Nope, not there. But let's stick it in our stack panel. The orientation is going to be vertical. Okay. And I mean, I could do that as well for the stack panel because the stack panel doesn't have information. So let's go like this. Horizontal, center, vertical, center. Oh, I love it where I just hit tab. So much nicer. Okay, there, that's done. And our text box, I could have it center, but it's left right now. And then I could change the font size, but we're not going to. I could change the width. Width is quite a bit. I could change the background, but we already have properties, right, for a text box. So we don't, that's the nice thing about creating your own resource dictionary, because then you are not typing as much code here when you're doing your design, right? So it's center right now. So I do need a top alignment. So that's what I need. Horizontal, vertical alignment. We're gonna go top. Okay, that should bring everything up. There we go. Now my width is not enough. Okay, it seemed to fit, but how wide is that one? Let's have a look. Our text box is 204. Okay, I should have looked at that. So 204, and I don't know, I'm gonna change the width of my column now to 229. Okay, so it fits in because I'm a little particular. Okay, 229 for both of them, so it fits in nicely. Okay, I'm just gonna give it a quick build anyways, and let's have a look. Okay, there we go. It's fitting in there nicely. That's what we want, and it's looking good. Oh yeah, let's check it out. I could actually hover over it, and that's the nice thing about having some triggers. You notice the mouse goes from an arrow to an I-beam. And I could click in there and type now. It's beautiful. I should have it, oh yeah, right, I do have a column here. That's why it's like that. Okay, right, take notes. Okay, I have this column space. That's kind of like this edge here in Visual Studio. Similar, you know, and it's fitting in the center. Okay. I could put an accent line there if I wanted to. That way it would look, you know, centered. But we're not going to worry about that. We'll worry about those little details later. Okay, and so let's continue on. Where are we here? In 3, we're in 1. Okay, so we gave our text box a name. And I'm going to leave the properties alone. I'm not going to change the background because you could change the font size, you could change the width, you know, and all those sort of things. But we're not going to. That's all I need. Text box, and gave it a name. Okay, so now we're going to add in a text block. Okay, the text block text is going to equal to something. Binding, this is where we're binding it to. We have to bind it to the element name, which equals this. That's why we gave it a name. Okay, there. And then comma, path, path equals text. Did I put that in the right spot? No, I did not. That's why it's, I'm just gonna go like this. Sometimes I'm in the wrong spot when I'm typing. Comma, B, there we go. Okay, that's where it belongs. Okay, that's done. Let's bring that back. We haven't closed it, that's why there's squiggly lines here, right? It gives you a warning above, so whenever you look at the warning, don't look at this and go, what's wrong with this? There's nothing wrong with this. It's warning you about the line above. Okay, it's not closed. Watch, I close it. That's called self-closing, right? Single lining. Okay, I could give it a font size, I could change the foreground. But again, we have already text block properties set up. Oh, I could give it an X key, right? I could do that. So style equals just kind of static. Whoops, gotta do them. Static resource key. And then we're going to pick a resource key, and I'm not sure which one I should pick, but I'm just going to pick a random one right now. So if you're set up properly, and you'll know you're set up properly if you actually get pull downs of your keys. Okay? And that's inside, that's part of our control templates, right? If you create the link properly and you get those drop down lists, you know you got everything golden. Okay, so let's go here. We're looking at what? We're looking at text block. So I don't want to, I just want to be size 14. Okay? And then we'll just go with this key. Okay, the standard style. Okay, I'm not sure if it's the same one, but let's just do it. It was too. Control Home Shift S. Builds. Well, I could have built it, but it builds it. Okay? So if I say hello chat, how are you doing, right? Isn't that awesome? So anything you type in the text box gets automatically reflected via the text block, which is kind of hidden. It's, you don't see it there, but it's there. I am a text block. I am here. But I'm a ghost. Right? There we go. That's pretty slick. I love it. Click me and exit. If you notice when I run and hit my exit, you'll see the the loading symbol. Well, I didn't show it that time, but actually it didn't. Let me go back to my button style here. So if I press, is pressed, should see a hand. I get the wrong thing, that's why. That is why. Oh, here's where it's kind of glitching now. So I'm gonna kind of cheat it a little bit. I'm gonna go like this. I'm just gonna build it. And I'm gonna paste it because it's really weird. If you try to change that, it actually just changes back to it's almost like it has a mind of its own. It's no, I want to be this. No, I want you to be something else. I don't want you to be that. Okay, here we go. I don't really want the app starting one, but it's the same thing. So I'm gonna go like this. And then I'm going back to here, and I'm gonna go like this. Okay, it's not app starting I want. It's the wait. Control Home Shift S. Let's build it. Okay. I'm gonna close. Whoops. Well, I already saved it, but whatever. And let's run it again. Okay. So there it is. Okay. I just had the wrong thing. I held it for quite a long time, but you can see even the background changes. Didn't really like me holding it that long, I don't think. There we go. There we go. All right, awesome. What do we have for time here? That's probably it, okay? So I think maybe next video we're gonna add maybe another window and then kind of create a link between two windows, maybe some buttons to swap between windows. And yeah, Wasn't that an awesome video? Let's go. You guys loved it. I know you did. I know you did. Some gold. I don't know where the time goes, guys, but time flies when you're having fun. I'll tell you that much. I was trying to keep these videos to a half an hour, but I appreciate you spending the time and watching the whole thing. You're awesome. You are awesome. Legends, every single one of you. Subscribers, all legends. Viewers, those that click the like button, all legends. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for the support, and I'll check you guys out in the next video. Wherever you are, have an awesome day, and peace out.